Greetings everyone! We are the best IT students from Pamantasan ng Cabuyao and we are serious. You can take a pen and a paper upon watching the video. I am Elame Amorsi Palwa, also known as Amore with a student ID number of 1902987.
Hi, I am Michela Renji de la Cruz, also known as Duran, student ID 2101046.
I am Christian M. Ignacio, also known as Ichan, student ID 1902697.
I am Mark Jumel Emengito, also known as MJ or Jem, student ID 2101280.
I am Ryan Claire A. Polinar, also known as RK, and my student number is 1904192.
And I am Revelyn Joy R. Salsiban, also known as Sigaya, student ID 1902232.
So for today's topic, we will be discussing our case study about the Suneo furniture and its information system. Also, there will be diagrams, illustrations, and explanations that will be discussed later.
The first question is, how did Suneo Furniture go about developing its information system? Why did the company choose this option? And what the other options were available?
In the beginning, Sonea Furniture used manual information systems whereas the data are recorded and written manually in a book as a bookkeeping system. This does not use a computer. As an example, a journal. However, this causes human error and as the business expands, it is time-consuming.
The company renovated their information system into an automated one. Building this, they used a process-oriented approach to develop their information systems. As the company grew, he had to organize the company into various functions, areas such as sales, manufacturing, and accounting.
According to Hampton DH 2020 stated that the process approach is a method that involves planning and understanding the interaction of various processes in a system. It is also a method that can be directly used to develop a strategy and implement a system.
Since they have a unique processing that needs to be required, they use the built-in house method. It helps them to reach a competitive advantage. They had many options to develop their software, such as getting a company to develop and implement the software and acquire information systems.
According to Mellinger, in the year 2019, a company-wide process or method of doing things might be referred to as an enterprise-wide system if and only if a company only accepts one method for submitting expenditure reports or has a single point of contact for placing orders for supplies to share resources.
In conclusion, using this process-oriented approach can help improve the information systems of a company by recording and transmitting data more efficiently. Faster work allows the company to achieve the goals they aim for. It involves identifying and implementing changes that are needed to achieve the goals of an organization.
Yes, that is correct. By using those following approach, improving information system of a company will be more efficient. Now let's proceed to the second question.
What is the primary advantage of an enterprise-wide system?
According to Mellinger, in the year 2019, the enterprise-wide system is a procedure used throughout the company. It can apply to a company or a business that has reports and assess ordering materials to pull the supplies. Suneo Furniture is used as an enterprise-wide system as this is a helpful method to grow their business.
In addition, enterprise system or enterprise resource planning or what do we call ERP system refers to the application that promotes efficiency for work.
Using this option allows the company to save the resources such as funds, effort, time, and other supplies.
As published by Panorama Consulting Group in the year 2021, there are necessary features that enterprise systems promote. First one will be the business intelligence that makes the company data management powerful.
Secondly, the financial management tools to organize the company's funds. These track the financial report. future planning for company growth, handle the assets and plans for ingoing and outgoing funds.
Next one will be the sales tools with electronic commerce. It allows a company to connect with its target consumers and make a transaction. With the use of tools available, these can track consumers' behavior, data, and the promotion of campaigns. These are some helpful methods to increase company sales.
Fourthly, customer relationship management. Customer relationship management permits a staff in the sales department to recover every transaction. Lastly, supply chain management, which is an inventory where the management of orders is processed.
As claimed by Indeed editorial team in the year 2022, the usage of systems, applications, and products is within the resource planning of an organization. It allows every department of the company to gain access to and share common data for more productivity.
In conclusion, the main advantage of using the enterprise-wide system as an option is to promote the better efficiency in work and flexibility. Automation of business produce makes the employees' duties done earlier.
Also, this makes the decision making and planning easier for aiming for goals. It helps to secure the data and reduces the risk of theft of the data a company collects.
Soneo Furniture will be hiring 2 systems analysts next month. What should be the skills required in this position?
But first, what is system analyst?
According to Glassdoor, in the current year, systems analysts implement, administer, and support IT and information systems to meet organizational business demands and scale as firms grow.
Additionally, they provide specifications and criteria for the developers and programmers to adhere to, as well as analyze and build the test.
System analysis make diagrams to aid programmers and architects in the development of computer systems. They act as change agents, identifying organizational improvements that must be made, designing mechanisms to accomplish those improvements, and training and motivating people to use the systems.
Now, what is job advertisement or occupational ads?
According to Talent Lift in the year 2021, a job advertisement is a public notice that a certain work opening is available.
It is written in a friendly tone and includes information not just about the job, but also about your organization and the advantage you provide.
Here is an example or guidelines of a job advertisement.
This is from the given link www.talentlift.com year 2019.
As for Soneo Furniture, we have been one of the best places to work for the past 5 years, who aim to maintain the same environment continuously. We assure to provide employees with craftsmanship, training, and prospects for advancement.
We are currently looking for a system analyst that will analyze business process issues or problems and provide consulting assistance to system users.
Now, what he or she must meet in terms of skill requirements?
First, he or she should have a significant level of technical knowledge and a broad understanding of software, hardware, and programming.
Next, excellent analytical skills, systematic, analytical, and attentive mind, as well as a keen eye for details.
Third one will be the excellent interpersonal and client service abilities, as well as the capacity to regulate demands and clarify technical details.
Excellent oral, written communication skills, good presentation skills, the ability to learn quickly, and team working skills.
Next will be a logical approach to problem solving, planning and negotiating skills, initiative and self-confidence, and a flexible approach to work.
Finally, a familiarity of contemporary company operations as well as an understanding in the component of the system processes work.
How can I apply to Sonea Furniture?
To apply for the system analyst position, please visit www.suneafurniture.com/job application and submit your resume. You may also send via email inquiry@sunea.com for your further questions, concerns, or inquiries.
Now, let's tackle what type of information systems are currently utilized at Sunea Furniture.
As stated by Greeks for Greeks in the year of 2022, an information system is a set of interrelated components combined to perform work such as breaking down multiple pieces of information, collecting, processing, and storing the support decision making.
We could consider things such as laptops, smartphones, tablets, computers, networks, and databases as an example of information systems.
Nowadays, companies and organizations make use of information systems to communicate primarily with their suppliers and customers.
We have 6 major types of information systems, each of which supports different organization levels. The first major type of information system is the TPS, or the Transaction Processing Systems. This kind of information system is essential because it helps business perform operations daily.
The second information system is the OAS, or the Office Automation System. This type of system requires computers and personnel to perform tasks.
Office automation systems include applications such as email, voicemail, and lastly, word processing.
The third information system is the KWS, or Knowledge Work System. This kind of system makes knowledge creation and ensures that all things are applied.
The fourth information system is the MIS, or the Management Information Systems. This system is considered a valuable tool because it supports supervisors in making decisions and ensuring that their work is still aligned with the organization's needs.
The fifth information system is the Decision Support System, or DSS. This information system is interactive and provides models, informations, and data manipulation tools that may help make decisions in unstructured situations. Basic example of it were bank loan management and financial planning systems. The Executive Support System, or ESS, is the last type, or the sixth information system. These information systems are similar to management information systems but for executive level decision making. The ESS provides better computing capabilities and more outstanding telecommunication.
To sum up, the information system Sunea Furniture utilized is the executive support system because of the increase in demand, such as an increase in sales and expanded product line.
Alex renovated Suneo Furniture's information systems, which resulted in a company-wide database and application that work with this database.
Additionally, they use manual information systems before, but as their business grows, they need to improve it to do better performance in their business.
Let's now go to the use case diagram for Sunea Furniture.
We have two use case diagrams. One is for Sunea's Furniture customer case diagram and Sunea's Furniture's job applicant or employee case diagram. Let's first explain the customer case diagram.
Suneo Furniture manufacturers will supply the products to the physical or the online store. And then when a customer or consumer avails or purchases a product, certain use cases are associated, such as purchasing a furniture case.
Payment transaction case, delivery options case, and customer feedback. All client processes will be routed through Sunea's information system, which is managed by the administrators or system staff.
The financer is the next actor after the manufacturers, customers, and administrators. It also certifies the customer's information to the Sunea's information system because the information system is in charge of the databases that the company uses.
The accountant will be the final actor. whom job is to update the customer's account and submit the financial report to accounting management.
Overall, the case diagram effectively depicts the flow of the system and the customers of Sunea Furniture.
Let's go now to the second use case diagram, which is the Soneo Furniture's job applicant or employee case diagram.
There are 4 steps that job applicants must and need to accomplish: register, log in, the application's dashboard, apply, and the confirmation email.
The registration is linked to the login area, which is made possible by the employer. The login area, job application post for job advertisement, and the application form are all found on the dashboard.
The job applicant's application comes next. The first step is to attach the application, which takes the job applicant to the application form.
Following that, administrators will review, choose, sort, and print the applicant's application and interview materials in order to build a report on the job applicant's profile.
Furthermore, the job applicant receives a confirmation email. If the organization accepts his or her application, he will now advance to the interview case, which is supported by the administrators or interviewers.
The final case is the logout, which logs out the company's portal or application. Overall, the case diagram clearly portrays the flow of the job application, particularly the process of employing job applicants at Sonea's Furniture.
I have a question. Why do we need to create a use case diagram?
Well, use case diagrams in UML illustrates system behavior and aid in the capture of system requirements. According to Rational Software Architect or RSA, in 2021 or 2021, the use case diagram depicts the overall functions and scope of a system.
In addition, use case diagrams and clarify the context and goals of an entire system or the key components of one.
Since we are done with the use case diagram, let's go now to the data flow diagram.
Data flow diagram for Sunea Furniture. This represents the flow of a business information system graphically. This is an important part where the system designer, developers, and clients have a good source of communication to understand the system flow logically.
The Soneo Furniture data flow diagram example contains 4 processes, 3 external entities, and 4 data stores.
A customer can place a furniture order using the diagram. After receiving the order, the management information system process sends the customer information to the customer database and the order details to the order database.
The manufacturer can then receive the customers and order list through the Manage Order Information process, which will guide the client's custom furniture preferences.
The manufacturer will then forward the stock details to the stock database and deliver them to the managed inventory process, which will provide the inventory details to the customer.
The managed stocks process will receive the stock details from the stock database and forward the stock list to the product database and customer.
The admin forwards their own product details and furniture information to the product database. Then, the customer can have a furniture list of the available products in the store.
Why did we use level 2 instead of other level diagrams?
Unlike the other levels of creating a data flow diagram or DFD, the level 2 DFD is suitable for Soneo Furniture since it needs the mapping of a full company system. It is necessary to identify the flow and illustrates the specific process, entity, data storage, and data flow to be created. Overall, adopting a level 2 data flow diagram for this type of system will be efficient and effective.
We are done explaining the data flow diagram. We have some assumptions about Sonea Furniture's DFD, such as
The diagram will serve as a guide to the system that Soneo Furniture needs.
They are administrators to facilitate the system.
It contains shared data for each database that circulates within the company. These databases are customer database, order database, product database, and stock database.
Information for the product is indicated with variations, stock quantities, price, reviews, mode of payment, shipping information, and other common details that can be included in the application.
It contains inventory management, which is a business asset that needs control to be counted, stored, and produced.
For the last part, we create an entity relationship diagram called ERD, which can be easily visualize the flow of the data, and this can be used in a database management system.
ERD represents the following elements, namely entities, attributes, and relationships.
An entity stands for object, individuals, or events with details to be displayed in a rectangular shape.
The attributes are the entity's characteristics for better comprehension. Moreover, the relationship is an essential component that connects each entity.
The developers can easily understand and analyze the structure of a database. It is usually displayed by using shapes, arrows, and text to symbolize the main elements of the ER diagram.
The ERD contains the following entities, and they are: number one, employee. Secondly, has skill. Third, skill. Fourth, work in. Fifth, Suneo furniture. Sixth, produce in. Seventh, furniture. Eighth, product line. Ninth, uses. 10th, use materials. 11th, supplier. 12th, order line. 13th, order. And 14th, customer.
The employee contains a primary ID that makes it unique from the other employees. Additionally, employees' first name, last name, email, phone number, addresses are also indicated in the diagram as data.
The has skill entity detects the employee has skills in what is applying for.
The skill entity contains skill, which means that the data of employee skills is entered here.
The work in entity is for the employee who will submit an employment application and be hired.
The Suneo furniture contains ID, address, email, and phone number where the employees can join the company after they are hired.
The produced in entity, this is the job they wanted to get into.
The furniture entity contains ID for initialization of a product. Name is for the name of a product. Description to provide customer with the important information about the product features and benefits to compel them to buy.
The product line contains ID and name to improve sales from customers who are currently purchasing furniture. The materials used in the furnitures are represented by the uses entity.
The used materials entity contains ID, which refers to the unique material from other materials. Furthermore, materials has name, standard, cost, and unit of measure.
The supplier contains ID, name, price, where it supplies the materials of furniture. In other words, a supplier's function in a company is to deliver high-quality items from a manufacturer at a reasonable price to a distributor or retailer for resale.
The order line entity contains ordered quantity, which means this is a detailed list associated with a customer order, header record, and its details, each item sold to a customer.
The order entity contains ID and order data to determine the information about the product. Also, there is an order name to identify the product name easily. An order date is also indicated to know the exact date that the customer buys the product.
Finally, because they are the end users, the customer is the most important entity of all. Since the diagram shows a Suneo furniture company that sells furniture, the name of the customer, ID, email, phone number, and postal code are the most relevant data that may be obtained.
The diagram depicts relationships by using symbols to connect each entity and determine the minimum and maximum number of things each entity may do.
That is all for our case study activity for finals examination entitled Sunea Furniture and its Information System. Thank you for listening.